fight of the night. Sean Noakes up against Poland's Marian Wesolowski at welterweight. And before we rejoin Darren and Richie in commentary, let's head back to Dev Sani.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here live on TNT Sports. Our next contest of the evening is scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Your steward in charge is Des Rees, your timekeeper is Mark Shannon, and your referee, Mark Bates from Hawley. Introducing first in the red corner, competing in his 18th professional contest. At the weigh-in, he scaled 10 stone and 9 pounds, and tonight he wears the black and red shorts. Please welcome from Tychy, Poland, Marian Wesolowski. And across the ring in the blue corner, he is unbeaten with a record of 6 wins and no defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. At the weigh-in, he scaled 10 stone, 11 pounds. Tonight, he wears the black and gold shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former standout amateur and Haringey Box Cup gold medalist from Maidstone, Sean the Nightmare Noakes!
Okay, gents, when it's time to break, you say step back immediately. Keep your punches up, obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, gents. Touch gloves.
So next up tonight, Sean Noakes, who's chasing a title shot this year. In the meantime, he's in there with the Pole, Marian Wesolowski, who's only 21, but he's already had 17 fights and lost 12 of them. It is a night for the brothers. Luke McCormack in the previous fight, and there's Sam Noakes, the destructive Sam Noakes, who's watching brother Sean in there, Pat McCormack, who was watching Luke McCormack in the previous one. What about this tonight, Richie? In theory, despite the fact that Wesolowski was looking confident yesterday at the weigh-in, this should be a relatively straightforward night for Noakes.
Well, it should be, but you never can tell, Fletch. But I like Noakes from what we've seen of him. He's 6-0, 3 knockouts, and I think he's been boxing pretty well. You know, obviously it's a real successful partnership, him and his brother, and that's good work there with that right uppercut, left hook. But yeah, him and his brother are really performing well, aren't they? Confidence is running through the family, and he'll need a good performance here tonight against Wesolowski, who looks like he's come to do battle here.
Yeah, just walked onto a left hook, the pole, as Noakes started to go about his business. The black and gold for Sean Noakes, the red and black for the 21-year-old, 7 years younger than Noakes, by the way, from Poland. 4 wins in the 17 fights to this point, and 12 defeats as well. Noakes has got the year mapped out in his head. He said he wants an 8-rounder after this, and then a title fight. Owen Cooper, who beat Ethan James, may well be a possibility. And he's settled in nicely and quickly here. That's a lovely shot, right uppercut that found the target, and he's having to weather an early storm here. Wesolowski. Noakes has started really well.
Yeah, he has indeed, working well with the jab, but I like the right uppercut and the left hook also that he's bringing into play. And when he drops that left hand, you see, that's what Wesolowski then is occasionally walking forward because he sees the target because of the low lead hand of Noakes. But that's the trap that he's set in. Then he fires a fast jab up from the hip, and then he brings the right uppercut through like that one there. So it's good work, good variation.
Yeah, when he lets that go, he can't miss at the moment. Sean Noakes with the right uppercut and already reddening around the face of Wesolowski. He's had to weather this early storm here in the first round. Scheduled for 6, this one at welterweight. Noakes said he wanted a quick win and then on to the next challenge. And one thing you would say, that he's only been stopped 3 times, Wesolowski, so if he can get him out there tonight, Sean Noakes, it would be relatively impressive.
Well, they're tough lads, the Polish boxers. You know, they really do come to do battle here, but he's getting caught with some quality shots. It's the speed of punch at the moment that he just can't cope with, Wesolowski. Noakes, very fast jab, uppercuts going in, hook to the body there, look, and it's all delivered with speed, good technique. And Wesolowski's just struggling to cope with that speed.
It's been target practice in the first round for Sean Noakes. Not much has been coming back the other way. There's a decent right hand that's speared through. Final few seconds here of the first round that's been completely dominated by Sean Noakes.
Easy, enjoy yourself.
So welcome back to your call. That's Marian Wesolowski's call, and the man who's fanning him with the towel is Robert Talarek, who's still actually fighting himself. He's dealing with John Ryder and with Liam Smith. Had his 55th fight in January, so he's managed to combine the roles, Rich.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. Yeah, quality kid. And now acting as a coach there for Wesolowski.
So the first two fights tonight have both ended very early in the second round, and we'll see whether Noakes can follow Luke McCormack and Sonny Liston Ali in that regard.
Speed of that jab again, superb, really is. Hard to detect because it's coming from the hip, and Wesolowski's walking onto it. He's doing the right things in terms of keeping his hands nice and high. Probably needs a little bit more head movement, does Wesolowski, but it's a bit flat-footed, and as he's coming forward, just getting picked off. But it's good work from Noakes, especially with that lead hand. That's what's setting everything else up.
Normally has really good travelling support, Sean Noakes. There aren't as many fans here as normal tonight. Some of them have got a big football match at the home of Maidstone, so they are otherwise engaged. A little sneaky right hand there from Wesolowski, which is probably the best punch we've seen him throw
good
to
shot.
this point tonight.
That was a good shot, wasn't it? A bit of a wake-up call for Noakes, who's had it all his own way up to now, but that was a good shot from Wesolowski with that right hand. And like I say, that's the trap that he sets, though, Noakes, because that lead hand is so low. The target looks there to be hit, but he got caught there with a good shot. Wesolowski when he threw that right hand, that was a good punch.
It's that uppercut again, that right uppercut set up by the left jab. It's been the punch really to this point for Sean Noakes. Had a lot of success with that.
See, what Wesolowski's got to do more of, Fletch, he's got to move the head. His feet are far too slow, so the job's been made even easier for Noakes because he's got those really fast hands, slow target in front of him, slow moving target, and he's fairly easy to hit.
A really nice body shot with Wesolowski's back to the ropes. He responds with a couple of left jabs of his own. To the final minute of the second round, and Noakes continues to come forward looking for the shot that can end this one.
Yeah, what he probably needs to do a little bit more of now, Fletch, he's probably throw a few more combinations, a lot of single shots going in from Noakes. He's done everything right up to now. That right uppercut is a quality shot, it really is, and again, he's brought it through the middle there, but he probably needs to just double up on his work now, twos, threes, throw a few more combinations, but he's getting more and more into the contest, isn't he?
I'd be surprised if he does stop him tonight, Sean Noakes, if that right uppercut doesn't play a significant part. Backs him into his own corner and starts to let his hands go again, and he's got his guard nice and high. Well, he's raining the pressure on Sean Noakes. So there's the bell to end a second dominant round in there for Sean Noakes. So welcome back to your call. Frank Warren with Sam Noakes alongside him, the British and Commonwealth lightweight champion. He's going to be fighting here on April the 20th tonight. He's watching on and hoping that brother Sean can get the job done. And so far over 2 rounds, Richie, he's been in complete control.
Yes, he has indeed. He's boxed very well indeed. Towards the end of that second round there, he was just starting to go through the gears a little bit more and putting more combinations together. So who knows, he may turn the screw even more in this round. But it was a dominant second round also. So yeah, he's boxing very well.
It's a nice uppercut again from Noakes, which backs the pole onto the ropes. Wesolowski's on an 8-fight losing streak at the moment. He's packed 17 fights into a 2-year professional career, and he's fought here quite a few times, but he's never had his hand raised to this point in a British ring, and he's going to have to find something from somewhere if history's going to change tonight.
Just trying. Oh, that was a good right hand there from Noakes. Super shot.
Could be going at the moment. That right hand's done the damage, and the referee's having a look, and he steps in and stops it. Mark Bates, it's a good stoppage. Richie called it. The right hand just unravelled Wesolowski. There was no way back from there. Noakes was dominant from the opening bell, and he gets the stoppage win.
Superb that was, wasn't it? Because he went through the gears, he sensed that the opponent was getting a little bit weaker, seized his opportunity, went through those gears, through more combinations. The right hand was an excellent shot, and that was a good stoppage by the referee. He was spot on there, the ref. Superb decision by him, but that's a good performance from Noakes. He's learned from it, and he got better and better as the contest went on. Really impressive display there.
Talking to Francis Warren outside the ropes, and he looks satisfied and proud tonight, doesn't he, Sam? Noakes, seeing what Sean was able to do in there, and it's this right hand that does the damage and essentially ends the fight.
Yeah, superb work, wasn't it? Through the middle there, that was a cracking right uppercut. The referee banged on. Yeah, there's nothing coming back, you see, Fletch. The referee's got to step in there. There's a good shot went in there, another one coming up. There it was there. Referee, he's seen enough, nothing's coming back. A good call by the ref.
So that's a 4th stoppage win in 7 fights now for Sean Noakes. The 4th time that Wesolowski's been stopped in 18 fights. Let's have a look at the right hand that starts it, Richie, because it was a little bit before. There it is, right on the button.
Chopping shot, wasn't it? And that's what really started the ball rolling there, and another one went in. Yeah, good display.
So let's get confirmation of that stoppage victory for Sean Noakes in there from Devsani.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 55 seconds in the 3rd round, your referee calls a halt to this contest. Therefore, your winner by TKO, Sean the Nightmare Noakes.
Well, he was certainly a nightmare for Marian Wesolowski, and it's been an explosive start to the night here at York Hall. 3 wins inside 3 rounds. And Sean Noakes adds another stoppage victory to his impressive growing resume.
Well, if you like your boxing bouts to end with stoppage wins, you've come to the right place at the right time. Steve, you can see a very happy man there with his family accompanying him. He's been very outspoken, Sean, in terms of he says he wants to have a title potential fight by the end of the year. Based on what you've seen there, is that possible?
It is, because there are titles. It's a family affair. It always is with the Noakeses. And one thing you know about the Noakeses, they do come and they don't get paid for overtime because they love early stoppages. So what, Sean, and the officer have to come to you, man. Tell me about the adjustments that you made in the ring, first of all, and sort of the overall performance for yourself.
Literally just calm down after the 1st round. Everything I was throwing was landing. Come back to the corner mixer, just calm it down, flow nicely, and we get him. I hurt him at the end of the 2nd, and I knew he was going to go. It won't be long. So I come back to the corner after the 2nd round. I was like, Mick, he ain't got long left. He's tired. I'm landing at will, and I knew where we had a lot of time left in the 3rd. Once I put him together, he was going out of there. The referee was going to wave it off.
How do you manage to maintain your patience in those moments? Just to turn around and say, you know, you go back to the corner, you know that he hasn't got long left, but how do you manage to pick your shots properly?
Oh, you've got to have patience. Like, my little brother gives you a lot of patience. You have to have patience with these people. Because you know what will happen if you don't have the patience, innit?
It is always a family affair. Francis, look, I know both of these men are going to be very active this year, but let's talk about Sean in terms of what he's turned around and got going for him. I've heard him turn around and say he's got the ambitions for the titles. He's got his eyes on certain people within his division. What can you turn around and plan for him for this?
Well, I mean, tonight's a true showing of how far Sean's come. I think he was patient, picked his shots really well, and I think that he's definitely ready for that step up, whether that be an 8-rounder in his next one, or maybe we find him a title fight. We're not quite sure. We're going to sit down and discuss it next week. A couple of guys we've got our eyes on. There was a good fight last week with Owen Cooper and Ethan James. So Owen, maybe that's a fight and a couple down the line. We'll see, but he's definitely ready for a little step up.
Oh, I'm going to come to you in a second. I want to get a direct reaction from that, but I have to get the brother involved. I know you're busy because you'll be out 20th of April. We already know in terms of what you're doing, but give me your analysis on your brother's performance tonight.
Yeah, I think he looked class. I mean, coming back from the interview, that's what we're doing now, isn't it? No, coming back from the injury, I mean, obviously some people tonight. I know. You know what it is? I'm sat here. I feel proper awkward, like my head. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, coming back from the injury, I think obviously he showed that it didn't bother him. He was still throwing good right hands. I think he looked class. He listened to Mick in the corner. And as you said, you could see that he was hurt in the second round, but he was composed and he got the win. He looked good. He looked good doing it.
I like it. Boxer to boxer, family affair and all the rest of it. But you heard some of those names that are being touted with yourself. Tell me how you feel about it.
Mate, I'm ready whenever they tell me I'm ready. Like this man here, Francis and Mick, obviously. Mick's the main man in the corner, tells me what I do. I just say, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. That's what I've got to do. I'm just a fighter. These guys are behind the politics and all the brains behind it. I just get it for it.
Oh, I love the Noakes family, man. I feel like it's always a family affair down here with them, man. They don't get paid for overtime, Radzi, I promise you that.
Clearly.